Back at it.
We're back at it.
How was your How was your weekend? I'm a little jealous.
It was a lot. It was a little busy.
Dude, you were all over the place too.
Yeah, it ended up being pretty crazy. I thought it was
Yeah.
going to be a pretty mellow trip, but it was kind of just boom, 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 boom type of trip. So,
Not a lot of downtime.
yeah, no, I'll give you kind of the little quick rundown on it. So Thursday, I flew in early Thursday morning, downtown LA, checked into the hotel, did some editing at the cafe that they had down there, and then the Factory Lab launch party was that night. So, I got to get used to looking at the camera. By the way, we're
I know.
this week we're getting clips out. I came to a realization. We've done this podcast. This is total side tangent, but you know Megan Foch, right?
Yeah.
John Carlo's girlfriend. She had no idea we had a podcast, and that was a wake up call to say, "Hey, get on some clips. Let's get the word out." So I said, "Seth, get the camera set up. We're getting good quality stuff. I'm getting clips out this week." So
Definitely.
be on the lookout for that. I'm tired of kind of half-assing this a little bit when we're doing it every week. So
Right.
be on the
It's one of
lookout
those
for
things
that.
like you don't know unless it's Friday morning and you miss our stories. If you don't see the stories.
Yeah, and stories, it's like hit or miss. So yeah, so
True.
I'm tired of that. So clips are going out, collab posting with our mains and whatever the deal is we're gonna do. But anyway, so the Factory Lab launch party, pretty cool. It was some big names there. Omar Bailey, got to meet him, cool guy. It was at their
So cool.
studio and got to see all the prototypes. We saw the Easy Foam Runner prototype that he designed.
Really? Oh,
Yeah,
that's
so
so
he's
cool.
done some pretty crazy stuff. He had some boots that Jay-Z wore to the Grammys one year that he did. He prototype Yeezy boots, the original Supreme slide prototypes before it was ever in a collaboration. So he had the sample that he designed that like was used to pitch Supreme on doing slides. So that was a cool
Interesting.
pair.
I didn't know that. Yeah.
Yeah, so he launched his factory mock. Really cool pair. I got a pair. They're very comfortable. I like them a lot. And there was a couple other big, like Baron Davis played for the Warriors. T.J. Ward, linebacker in the NFL. Mark Jackson was there. I saw. He was an analyst now. He played in the NBA. Jeff Staple was there, which is pretty cool. More to come on Jeff Staple here.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was super cool. I've never been to anything like that. It was exciting. Next day, I went to Shockaware headquarters, or one of their warehouses. They have a couple of them, huge. Actually, like logistics department, like everything was there, shipping everything, and the whole deal. And then they had a little like retail section that they're opening up here soon. So got to see that, and
did you get to see everything on the back end and kind of?
Yeah, it was really cool. I got a
tour.
video coming out on it actually, but yeah, I'm wearing it right now. Like half my closet's Shockaware. Yeah, there you go.
At this point.
And they were like, "Hey, do you know a guy named Seth?" Like they hit me up. Like I was like,
hit him up.
He's
Yeah,
my boy. Like hook him up. So
I had to.
Yeah.
You told me to, and I was like, I'm just gonna.
Well,
shoot
that's
the
what
shot.
I did. And then it's like now I just got another package in the mail from them, and I just got a bunch of free stuff from them and best clothing. Like I'm not kidding. After seeing everything in person, like you can get cheap T-shirts from them, but you can also get really good ones.
Yeah.
And so there's like the good quality stuff, the heavyweight garments. They have really high quality materials, which I like. You don't need crazy expensive stuff. But like a $15 T-shirt that's like really nice quality that's gonna last years. Yeah,
that's all you
sign
need.
me up.
Yeah.
So yeah, so got to see that, which was pretty cool. And then we went to Chance and Alex showed up there, played some 2K, just hung out, and then we Ubered to West Hollywood, I think it was, Untied LA. Cool store, some of the craziest stuff, like Johnny Oko, he's got like if you think about a store, it's not just GRs. This is like Heat. Like he had every single PE Jordan ever released. Like
that's insane.
On the shelf for sale. Like I have a video coming out about it, but like he has every like the Kobe pack, like just crazy heat. And he pulled out some stuff that's never been seen on the internet before and like doesn't exist.
Yeah.
exist, but it
That stuff.
exists.
Yeah.
And so he pulled out some crazy stuff, which I can talk about. It was like some Jordan 11 um, player exclusives for Alshon Jeffrey that were made for the Super Bowl one year,
That's so
which is
cool.
crazy.
Yeah.
And then the one that he pulled out that was like next level was it was an Off-White Jordan 1 prototype, but it wasn't the canary yellow colorway. It was a black and yellow colorway. It looked a lot like the not for resales, but it was an
Yeah.
Off-White Jordan 1
Oh,
sample tag, the whole. I mean, it would be well north of $100,000 if it went up for auction. So it's
easily.
crazy stuff. So if you want to see some crazy stuff, go to Untied LA for sure. I ended up picking up some Balvin ones, which I'm pretty excited about because I haven't had those since I hit them on the retail and then I sold them. But and then checked into the hotel later, and then we went to the event the next day. Good event. Giancarlo bought a ton of stuff. First day he bought Air Mags, Octobers, Louis Air Forces, 5 pairs of staple dunks, and then later got them all signed by him.
I saw that
including my
video.
pair that I picked up
Yeah.
for personal. I got to steal. VNDS pair, OGL, $600. Offered the guy. He took it, and then I ended up getting them signed by him. So, a pair that I'll never sell, but very cool to
That's
have
such
in
a
the
cool
collection.
display piece. So
Yeah,
I'm curious, on average, how many pairs would you say Giancarlo ends up buying at an event?
it depends. That was by far every event it gets crazier. So
Yeah.
this was beat out DC. DC he bought 350 pairs or so, and then this event had to be north of that because it was well over 6 figures he spent in 2 days. And granted, there was a lot more. Like he bought the Powerpuff Girls pack, like just crazy stuff. And then there was a lot of just like $40-$50 shoes that he'll flip, and just kind of the whole mix. The big pairs are kind of keep the viewers around and draw them in to sell the lower end stuff and the clothing and all that stuff. So it had to be north of 350, I would believe. So this time everyone was Rosie and Jonathan were spot on, and they were shipping stuff out as we go.
Really?
And he
Nice.
actually proposed to Alan and SneakerCon that they set up a shipping department at the event, so you can go up to the booth and you can fill it out, get your label, and ship it out straight from there. So they were doing that as the event was going on, which great idea. Kind of got hectic at the end because people were dropping stuff off, but so that's a new thing, which is super nice.
And that's just good for like, I mean, not to be like, oh, it's great for us, but I mean, it's great for really anybody that's like traveling, like especially us when we only have a backpack and maybe a duffel bag, like, can't really fit more stuff.
With all the stuff that I ended up getting, I mean, I was planning to pick up a pair, maybe 2, but with the clothing and stuff, I actually had Al when I was filming for Giancarlo, and I was like, I gotta get a duffel bag or something and get a checked bag, and Big Al went into the trading pit and offered some guy $20 for like this nice duffel bag, and he ended up taking it. So he got me a duffel bag. It was perfect. It was so funny.
Nice.
And so yeah, that's what I had to do, but. Yeah, and then day one, Staple, P-Rod was there. He got some dunks signed by P-Rod, too. I was trying to find a pair, but I couldn't find a pair and get him signed in time before he left, which that's a really cool pair to have, too.
The celebrity power at the LA event, man.
It was packed.
Unreal.
And there was like the youngest kid, Liam, from Shameless, like the older actor of him was there.
Oh yeah,
sold Giancarlo a pair of dunks, and we didn't even know it. Like, or a pair of Kobe's. Like he came up to the booth and sold him a pair, and then I saw on Tommy's Instagram story later because he's grown up since he was filming.
For sure.
We saw in his story it was the same kid, like sold his pair of Kobe's and stuff. So,
dude, I would have freaked out.
Like,
we're watching through that again right now.
Oh, really?
That's funny. Yeah.
Yeah. So like stuff like that was pretty cool. And then day 2 was buying crazy, and then Quavo showed up, and he was getting mobbed, and that was nuts. So, yeah, it was
another world, man.
It was a good event. I took a nap yesterday. I slept in late today, so now I'm.
What time did you get home? That's the hardest part about going to LA is like getting home and that time shift. It's like
If it's a 1 hour deal, I can be fine usually, but when it's a 2 hour thing, it throws me off a little bit more. But I got home at like 2 yesterday, but then I took a nap for probably 2-3 hours, went to bed early, and slept until I don't know 9:30 today. So
need that nap.
yeah, thankfully I work at home 95% of the time. So, but no, now I'm just
Makes
in
it so
catch-up
much
mode.
easier.
Bunch of content to come out and stuff. So
That's always the craziest part, getting home from an event or a trip and you're like, okay, where do I start?
yep.
It's the hardest part. It's like, which video do I want to get out first? That's my problem every time.
Exactly. Yeah. So I still got the stack of shoes. I still got stuff I got to film, and plus now I've
Too many slides.
yeah, really. Now I have the Shock Aware tour. I got another Untied LA video coming out. I got like stacks up. So it'll be a busy week. But
So how many pairs did you end up coming home with? You had the Staples, the Factory Labs. Oh, and the J Balvins. So at least 3. It's a load, dude.
all right, so here's the factory mocks that I got. Super cool pair.
That color's so sick. It's like same color in my hat. There we go.
Exactly. Leather strap, foam top, good insole, thick insole. They're really nice. Like I'm gonna be wearing them a lot. So I got those. Balvin ones, pretty cool, removable.
Mandatory.
Cool. This is another just cool display piece in the back.
Oh yeah.
And then the goat pair. Signed Staples.
That's so cool, dude.
Super clean pair too. Very pink box. So yeah, those.
What are those? What do they go for typically? Like if you were to pick up a pair right now on like StockX or Goat.
Brand new.
I'm not familiar.
$1,200.
Damn.
Let me check the lowest price on Goat right now, because I didn't like look up price or anything when I was negotiating. John Carlo was paying probably $700 a pair when he was buying them and stuff. So, lowest price for a B pair is $602. Next price is $700. Brand new is
makes sense.
$1,000. So
That's a pretty good deal. That's a pretty good deal.
I did good. He took I think it was 620 he took. So
nice. Only at SneakerCon.
Exactly. So
see,
yeah,
you'd get more promo like that if you would fly me out. You know what I'm saying?
Next one. I'm not going for a while now, so
yeah, I don't know. I haven't even talked to him, so we'll see. But they kept watching my stories. I was so pissed. I was like, "You're watching my stories and you won't even fly me out." Okay, I see you. It's fine. My weekend, salty, just a little salty. It's only because all the fam was there, dude. That's it. I just wanted to hang out with the fam. My
Big
weekend,
Hour hot tub, and we loved it.
I saw that. I needed a hot tub. So last minute, ended up not going to LA. So trying to figure out what to do with the weekend. Every year in Atlanta, around this time, they do Music Midtown down at Piedmont Park. So they just have the whole park blocked off. They have like 4 stages, just big fun festival. This year, the lineup wasn't anything like crazy, so I wasn't like butthurt that I wasn't going to go. But of course, last minute, plans shifted. Was able to score 2 tickets, so we went and just hung out for a few. I think it was only 2 days for the 3-day event. We were busy on Saturday, so couldn't make it, so we missed. I think it was like Billie Eilish was on Saturday and like a few other bigger artists. I really only wanted to see Lil Baby and JID, so I was like, hey, that's all I really care about. I'm fine. So Sunday was a blast. Saw Lil Baby, saw Guns N' Roses, a few other bands were there, so we just kind of low-key weekend, chilled through. Earlier in the week, these arrive tomorrow. I forgot about those. So I know I sent you a photo of these, the Jound clogs, the Crocs. So those arrive tomorrow. Very excited to see.
I got to check on my Shrek Crocs.
Oh, dude, the Shrek babies. Those things are insane. So I don't know. I'll probably just make a video on them. I don't know if I'm going to keep them because I'm just not going to wear them. But, you know, if I can get, I guess, a good price for them, maybe, or just trade them on ATATF. So we'll see.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, dude, it was a pretty low key day. And yesterday and today started up on just recording videos again because I've been just neglecting that, and it's been boring because I'm like, I want to get back into making videos. I don't know why I stopped. It's just one of those things. You get in a
No, I
rut
get it.
and
It's
then you get
fine to take a
busy.
break.
It is, and it's refreshing. It's always weird getting in off like a 4 or 5 day break because you pick up that mic and start looking at the camera and you're like, oh, this is weird. So you gotta like
Yep.
get back in the zone. But then I feel like I'm better after I take a little break too. So it's fun. I'm currently editing 5, I think, videos, and then there's like 3 others that I need to make, and I'm like, okay,
Yes.
time to lock in for the next few days. So I think the
Yeah.
first one, I think a Poison brand deal goes live tomorrow, the 20th. So that'll be cool. Can finally post that. Because they're so annoying. Because I finished that video like a week and a half ago, and they're like, "All right, now you wait till the
Yeah,
20th."
those
And I'm
always
like,
take a while.
"Mm-hmm." And I got like I was saying on the past episode, like I got like 3 pairs out of it, and I'm trying to not, post them on my story, and I've been wearing them a lot, so I'm like, I just want to post these pairs, but we'll see. I'll post them tomorrow. Outside of that, I got a pretty cool DM today about an Adidas event that's happening in Atlanta over the weekend.
Whoa.
So we'll see. It was someone I guess a mutual friend between one of my friends. Who was it? I think it was Kevin at BR Kicks. Posted someone a while ago that worked at Adidas, so I followed him. Then she followed me back, and then she DM'd me today. She's like, "Hey, we're doing this
Sick.
thing in Atlanta. What you doing this weekend?" And I was like, "Nothing. I'm not doing anything. Here's my email." So just waiting to hear some more details on that, but
That's
super
sick.
excited. I've always wanted to do something with Adidas because they were like my first love from back in the day.
Yeah, that's big.
So they haven't been doing much recently, but
We'll talk
still
about
got
it.
love. Still got love. Aside from that, yeah, dude, just trying to get back in the groove of things and planning out future content. The struggle.
Yeah, I
Nothing
feel
too
it for
crazy.
sure.
Yeah, dude. But you want to dive into some sneaker stuff?
Let's do it.
Pulling up my list.
Let's start off with the banger here. So I actually just saw these in hand. These are the J
Balvin
Balvin
3s.
Jordan 3 Sunsets.
Let's
I'm a big
go.
fan of these. There was a lot of pairs of them. Since I just picked up the J Balvin 1s, I got to see them kind of side by side, 2 with the 3s. The 3s, I like them a lot. There was like Private Selection was selling them. A whole bunch of people had early pairs. Like you could tell that they were definitely dropping soon.
Yeah.
So yeah, 250 retail. It's a sale pair with the crazy ombre fade on the back midsole and the back tab. Clear translucent outsole, which I didn't know until I saw them in person.
See, I never knew that.
Yep.
I don't know why I never knew that.
But yeah, the materials are really nice. They got that raw edging on the leather, which I really like. You can see in this photo right here. But yeah, what are your thoughts? They're available. What is it? Saturday they drop.
I think it's Saturday, yeah. So
The 23rd.
tomorrow, if you're listening to this when it
There you go.
drops. But
Yep.
dude, if it wasn't $250, like I would go for these. They'd be my first Jordan 3, and I'd probably wear them. But
Go for them and go for a size 11 because I want to get these.
I'm sure.
And
sure
if you hit on
do.
them, then there you go. I'll just give you my shipping address, and if you hit on them, then they can just get shipped straight to me. Let's do that because I really
Let's
want
do
these. I
that.
think they're super cool. I'm a big 3 fan, so
I'll mark
like
it.
them.
Where are they even on the sneakers
I think
app?
people were selling them for $500-$600 at the event.
That's the only thing about these like really high retail prices on like sneakers. It's like
They're gonna be $350 after
Yeah.
the drop. I don't see them being anything over $450. Honestly,
it's hard, man.
Maybe I would be really surprised, but I'm assuming there's gonna be a really high stock on them.
Just with how many pairs are already floating around too.
Yeah, and so I mean the resale price. I mean it's it's nice, but if you like the Union Jordan ones, like I hit those for retail, and I wanted to get a pair of personal, but I wasn't gonna pay resell. So it's like if you can snag it for retail, even though it's high, like just deal with it. But like it's a pair that I don't think I'll sell, so like that resale price doesn't really matter that much. But yeah, hopefully I can hit for retail because I like them a lot, especially after seeing them in person.
Oh yeah, we'll see. I'll let you know. I'll let you know if get some dubs.
If you're not going for them, then I'm gonna have you go for me.
I'll pray about it. We'll see.
Okay, whatever works.
All right, dude. This next, I just wrote this down because I didn't know these were sitting, but I was just scrolling through the sneakers app today, and I didn't realize that the Drake Nocta Glide shoes were just sitting in my size, and I think a lot of people's sizes too, just on the sneakers app. I think retail price is only like $160. I think this is a cool shoe. I don't know why. Like a lot of people just aren't messing with it. Like I get it's kind of a weird out there silhouette, but you would assume a Drake shoe would sell out instantly, especially one that's a little more neutral. It can kind of go with a lot, like especially since this isn't like the crazy snakeskin or like pink pears, you know. But I don't know. Thoughts?
They're new, but they give me old head vibes.
They definitely do.
I don't know. Kind of foam posit vibe. I didn't know that they have a little Nike here on the side.
Yeah.
And Glide there.
Very foam
just
posit.
as Nike there. I don't know. I 160 retail. They're sold out from a 10.5 up. On the
if you walked into a Nike store right now and they had a pair that was your size just sitting, would you buy it?
I would try them on. I don't know. I mean, Kyle, if they were like 130, I would, but 160 is like over that 150 threshold.
Yeah.
It's kind of like
there's other shoes I could get.
I don't think I would. I don't think I would. I think they would sit on my shelf. Like I have the Terminator highs that I got from Kith for $50. That cool pair. I just don't know when I'll wear it. Like it gets to a point where there's so many cool pairs in your collection that it's like you'll wear them maybe once because you want to break them out and then they'll sit. So
true.
I don't know. Yeah, not my favorite, but interesting that they're sitting.
Probably the same though. I'd try them on, kind of just see how I felt about them, but I don't think I would get them. Yeah, I don't think I'd get them. Yeah, I'd just shoot a whole video in the middle of the Nike store. I almost guarantee you that they're sitting at Lenox, actually. I need to make a trip over there.
They're probably sitting at the Mall of America,
like,
too.
100%.
Yeah.
Ugh.
So, I guess, yeah, I'm actually going there on Friday to get new iPhone. I ended up ordering one, so.
Hey, I ordered one, too. We'll see when it shows up.
Well, last year I got a new one, and I could write it off as a business expense because that's literally the main product and everything, and we got to get our own phone plan now that we're married and stuff. And so Abby's like, hey, I'll take yours. Like, I'm like, don't you want to get a new one or anything? She's like, no, I don't care at all. So I was like, all right, we'll get another one. I'll write it off again, and we'll do that. So did you do the pre-order on it?
Yeah, I did. I just did it through.
Did you wake up and do it?
No, I just got the text message from AT&T, and they're like, hey, you can, because they've been texting me probably once a month for the past year and a half because I still have the iPhone 12 Pro, I think, and it's pretty much paid off. And they were just like, hey, trade in your phone. Here's the new one. You want to pre-order? And I was like, yeah, we'll do it. So,
yeah, it's not much different about it, but.
Well, compared to the 12, I just need that better camera, dude. Because the 12 Pro camera is
compared to that for sure
mid, and I just because when I'm at events or when I'm at the mall or when I'm doing everyday content, I don't bring my camera anywhere. It really doesn't even leave the apartment. I'm just like, I love shooting stuff on my phone. It's just so much easier for me.
Yeah, fair enough.
Oh, we'll see. I'm excited for it to get here. When and if it ever gets here, I need to probably check on that.
You could talk about this one.
Yeah, so we're finally seeing the highly anticipated re-release of the Air Max 2013. Man, I was working at where was I? Finish Line when these bad boys came out, and I hated the colorways, man. They used to be, it was like always this dip dye kind of look where the back would be black or the back would be white, and it would kind of fade to like a purple, pink, green, blue. Like it was just the craziest designs, and I don't know what the retail price is for them now, but I just
I'm gonna
remember
say 210.
yeah, like I think it was 210 back in like 2013, which was
That was
insane.
spendy. Yeah.
Like I used to have people come in all the time. They'd pick them up. They'd be like, "Wow, this is a cool shoe." They'd try them on. They'd do the whole 9 yards. They'd pacing back and forth across the store. Then I'd get them to check out, and I'd be like, "All right, that'll be 230 or 240, whatever after tax." And they were like, "Excuse me, for a pair of Nikes?" I'm like,
Yeah, too expensive for
I
sure.
don't know, man. Like the only who did a collab on these last year? Was it Stussy? I think it was like the hemp versions. I think it was like an
Yep.
all bone pair. That pair is pretty cool, but I don't
You
know.
could pick those up for like $150 too.
Yeah, I'd get that. I might actually just pick those up one day. If I can find a good deal
I
at
won't be
Sneaker
grabbing
Con. Yeah, no, I won't be wearing these.
these. Not this
But
color, but
we'll see.
no.
We'll see. Next on the list, we were just talking about this a little bit before we started, but we got a teaser photo of the Stone Island New Balance 991 V2,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm really excited because I feel like the 991 is my personal favorite silhouette that I've just been wearing a lot recently. I love the way it looks top down, side profile, pretty slick. This pair, I'm assuming, because typically what New Balance does, they'll keep the same upper, and then when they do a V2, V whatever, they pretty much just change the midsole. These, I mean, judging by the photo, it just looks like more of a athletic running shoe. So I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know what to expect, but I know the past
I don't
Stone
know
Island
either.
releases have been kind of that fuel cell look. But
And they've done a good job with Stone. I like the design of Stone Island on stuff, so I'm excited
Yeah.
to see these.
they've all looked cool, like the Stone Island New Balance, but they're just more performance running, and I'm like, it's not
Yep.
really for me. So hopefully this checks the box, but time will just tell.
I like them. I'm excited.
Yeah, for sure. And
This next one I'm really
lot
excited
of New
for. These are
Balance.
the Kith 1700 Torontos for their Toronto opening, or the Canadas, or whatever you want to call them.
yeah,
I just saw these today for the first time.
isn't
That
that
red
cool?
colorway looks super cool. The white and red, love it. Are these Tyler's photos? I think I'm assuming
I
they look like it.
So I'm kind of confused on that because I remember it was like a few months back, like Tyler announced that he was retiring from being Kith's photographer. So I don't know.
Maybe this is like an apprentice or something.
Like they remind me, do you follow Cran? I think you do.
Yeah,
Like they
they
remind me
could
of
be
his
his too,
photos,
'cause
and I
think
know
like
he
doing
does.
freelance stuff.
Yeah, he does stuff for Kith too. So it might be Cran. Also might be Tyler. I don't know.
Yeah.
But whoever's been doing these photos recently, killing it.
I like this material on here. That New
Yeah.
Balance logo is like really nice embroidering. It looks like
It's just unique.
these are going to be spendy. These are probably what, $250 retail.
If I had to guess,
No
probably.
retail price listed. They got to be expensive. Are they made in Canada's?
That's what I was looking for too, to see if there was
I'd be
any.
shocked if they weren't.
I don't know if they have any factories in Canada that I'm aware of. I know it's like mainly,
They're not, because there's no made in right here. So,
yeah.
1700. I like the model.
It's one
cool.
that I haven't seen a lot of, and I know I've probably seen some, and I've just been like, like the colorway really hasn't been on point. But I think it's a really unique model,
I'm glad they're
for-
getting some love. Yeah, I like that
Yeah.
gum
especially for the release.
translucent type outsole there, or just gum outsole. So
Yeah.
yeah, I like
We
those a
gonna
lot.
see. We gonna see.
Those are nice.
And on the same New Balance train, bro. We got like 2, 3 more New Balance on this list
That
too.
was
There
it.
was a lot of
No,
New Balance, dude. I was digging to try and find some Nike news this week. There really wasn't any. I was like, well, it's just me and Charlie's favorite
all
episode.
New Balance.
So now we got the Whitaker Group, which is the parent company for A Ma Maniere and Social Status. For those of you that don't know, they're releasing a New Balance 9060 pack titled "Missing Pieces." Did you watch the promo video for this?
No, I didn't. I typically don't, but I didn't watch this one. No.
Promo video was good. It was these. It was kind of following the story of these two. I don't know how old they were supposed to be. I'm assuming like teenage girls that were starting a podcast, and they were in their garage trying to find all like camera equipment, the microphones, trying to find just everything they needed, and it was kind of cool. It's just kind of following that journey of them getting everything set up, sitting down, and being like, okay, what do we do? Where do we start? I didn't think we'd get this far, and it was like, oh,
Yeah.
it's kind of cool. Like the story behind it, I liked. I am kind of disappointed in these because I don't really know who this is for. I don't think it's really like a shoe that's meant for me. I don't know. I feel like it's a little too kiddish looking. I don't know. I don't know how to describe it.
Yeah,
What do you
no,
think about these?
they're really soft colors. It's a soft
Yeah.
blue, a soft pink undertone with a green outsole.
Maybe like
And then
pastel.
the other pair is, the other pair is green and like a light pink,
Mhm.
Easter type colorway. I mean, they're more feminine colors. That's just what it is. I mean,
True.
you would see more females wearing this violet colorway with the green outsole.
Yeah.
And it is a couple of females in the promotion. So
Yeah. That's
it's
cool. The green pair really reminds me of the Joe Freshgood.
I was just gonna say
993s.
that, yeah.
Yeah,
Which little
it's-
inspiration from there, but
I get it. That pair I would probably wear though.
yeah, I haven't had any of these models yet, so
I
They're
haven't
cool,
either.
but
It's one of those that I want, but I see them all the time at the malls too, but just haven't pulled the trigger yet. We'll see.
yeah, it is what it is. More New Balance news.
More New Balance.
The train continues. We got ALD, my company that I'm kind of not happy with still.
Boycotting?
Yeah, a little bit. That's what I was looking for.
Yeah.
Releasing the New Balance T500 pack. It's a bummer because I like these. I like the look of them. They're remind me a lot of the other New Balances. I got the T100s, I think.
I think you're right.
Simple colorway, kind of giving me Stan Smith.
Yeah.
What's the other one? Club C vibes, Reebok Club C
Definitely.
vibes. Just New Balance's version, red inside, red New Balance logo, everything sale. Same with the black and the green. So yeah,
I like them.
I don't know.
They actually released, I think, over the weekend, and I
did
went to ALD's website, and I almost bought the green pair because they were just sitting. But I don't know, something about that shoe. I'm like, I like it.
The
but
green's definitely
also-
the best color out of them.
Definitely is. It's just one of those, like, I don't know if I would wear it, but I like it. I don't know.
Yeah,
It's hard with white shoes. It's got to be
different. Another New Balance.
got to be
shoe.
the perfect shoe.
Nothing that's like groundbreaking.
I agree.
Which you could say that this next pair may be groundbreaking. Maybe.
I just think
leaning
this is
towards-
such a cool story.
I do too. I still got to get a pair of these. I don't know if I ever will because they're limited to only 500 pairs. But Joe Freshgoods did the New Balance 650 Stuntmans, which was the whole story behind it was based off of Michael Jordan. A little bit of a stretch, but Michael Jordan wearing New Balances before he signed with Nike and Jordan and Jumpman, and that was kind of the promotion behind it. He numbered them all to 500, which is cool.
Well, it's
Cool
based off
photos.
the photo that was, I think it was taken for Life magazine, and the photographer for Life magazine kind of just, I don't know if he directed Jordan to do what he was doing, but he did kind of like the iconic Jumpman dunk, and he was wearing a pair of sneakers that looked very similar to the New Balance 650. I don't think it was exactly the 650, but it was something of the sort.
Why it was the stretch.
Yeah, so he like took the photo, was wearing it, the photos were published, and then blah blah blah. A few years later, Jordan Brand becomes a thing, and they pretty much, I don't want to say ripped off the photographer's photo and kind of took that and ran with it, but essentially they did. Lawsuits, blah blah blah, people pissed, people, is what it is. So it was kind of cool. It's kind of cool to see like a, well, what if kind of moment. But I wish they had a wider release. Obviously, it's not like a groundbreaking, crazy shoe.
It's all white shoe.
I just think it's a cool shoe to be like, yeah, this is the story or inspiration behind this pair. And I like the box too. It's just so vintage.
Let me check market on these.
I know Joe Fresh Goods said the retail price was like 180, 185 or something like that as well, and he was getting some clapback for it. But I mean,
they're 500 plus right now. You can get a size 11 for 425. That's the lowest.
It's not too bad, and they're all individually like numbered too, which I think is cool. Like in marker, which is even cooler.
Yeah,
but
so
I don't know. Do you think they're going to go up in price or stay about that? Yeah.
I think they will. I mean, I was looking at them about a couple days ago, and they were 1,000. Now they're 420. I might try to snag a pair.
Really?
Put it in the closet for a year.
That'd be cool.
Video, maybe make a little bit off the video, and then maybe they go up. But yeah,
smart man.
I don't know. 400 for a 650 is a lot.
Yeah,
but
they do not go for that typically.
No, you can.
I don't even know what the most expensive like resell on the 650 would be. I don't know. There hasn't been many hype pairs, and they did the ALD 650s too, which I thought were pretty cool. It's just not my favorite. Dude, these, I'm really excited for these. Not this model in particular. I don't know if this is like, the pair I would go for, but I was doing some reading on, I think it was on Complex today, and apparently Reebok signed a deal last year with this company. Here, scroll down a little bit. What is it called? I think it's, I can't think of the name of it. NGG, whatever that stands for.
NGG
but
plus.
Basically an Italian manufacturer for like shoes and luxury goods. So they signed a deal with them, and Reebok is now basically coming out with this premium sneaker line of kind of reimagined versions of their classic silhouettes. So the first silhouette that we're seeing is basically a reimagined Club C. I think retail price is like $210. It's got a really cool looking outsole. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of wish they would have stuck with the traditional outsole because I don't think it's as bulky.
Yeah, that's not as cool looking up front, but
like it, it kind of elevates the look a little bit. It makes it look a little more fancy. I don't really know. It's not for me, but
this one we got a cracked leather like the Lost and Found, which is kind of cool, but
I think it's slick. I feel like if they came out with the right colorway. I mean, honestly, if it was just all white with cream on the midsole and a regular pair with high quality, like Italian leather, sign me up. I'd pay $200 for them.
Yeah, it could be one of those pairs. Yeah, I get what you're saying. I don't know.
Just like a nice dressy shoe.
Can't get excited for it right now.
I get it. I get it.
I'm down on it, but 210 too. That's a lot. They got a real premium.
It's steep. But like the way I see it, I mean, like, I don't know. I paid like $200 for my neutral grays, like whatever, and that's a trash. I mean, it's a decent
Fair
shoe,
enough.
But
Yeah,
it's like, come on.
New 100, I guess, in footwear.
Yeah, at this point, which is sad, but is what it is. That's pretty much on everything on that list. Do you want to dive into some what the kicks?
Yeah,
So
since it's
there's
only week
smugly
2, you want
ones.
to explain the
Yeah. So what the
topics
kicks
go?
every week, we're just gonna have a list of however many sneakers come out this week or we get announced throughout the week that we think are just hideous or that we think are just kind of out there. So we want to kind of give them their time to shine right here because they may not shine anywhere else. We're
Yep.
doing them some favors. So the first pair on the list, I don't know. I don't know if you like these. I think they're
Nope.
kind of crazy, especially in this colorway. So we have the Nike Air Max Scorpion in the black anthracite colorway. I don't think this colorway is doing this shoe any favors because it makes it just look. I don't know, man.
The outsole looks way bigger than it needs to look.
Like I feel like typically it looks big, but with the midsole and like kind of the upper part of the midsole all being the same color, it's like, oh,
It
dude, you're
looks like a
standing on
regular.
stilts.
It looks like a regular Vapor Max, but like an inch taller, like a Vapor Max upper, but they put like extra bubbles on the bottom. And
It's just wild.
if you want to see a good review on them, Elliot Page did a good review on them, and they look really comfortable. They got a cool scorpion design on the bottom, but they look outrageous in this colorway.
Have you ever tried any of these on?
Mm-mm.
I
No,
would
because
love to
retail's
try
like
'em on.
$230 or something crazy on these, which is even crazy. $250 retail. So
It's as much as some J Balvin threes.
yeah, I don't know, nuts.
I don't know, man. Not for me.
Next one is definitely for me.
Yeah,
Golf
you like
pants.
these?
I do. Yeah, I like these a lot.
I feel like
think
I
that
kind of
they're
like them
cool.
too. What we got?
They are the MC 87 4D spikeless golf shoes from Adidas. That's a lot to say.
Crazy.
But
A
they look
mouthful.
like the what are those?
Piece minus one.
The Nike version.
Uh huh.
Yep. So they look like those on the upper, but then it's the 4D outsole. I honestly they're really cool looking in the photos. They would look disgusting after one round because you would get so much grass in this 4D material.
Easy to
if you
clean
step-
though.
Well, if you step on a puddle or something and it gets
Yeah.
in the middle and it's grass and it hardens after the round, that could be a problem. But they
That
do
is
look
true.
like super high quality. Like you can tell this photo right here, you can see how nice that inside leather
That
is.
upper is just. Oh, it's sick.
It's cool. I like them. $250 retail is pretty spendy.
I feel like that's pretty like that's a fair price because typically the 4D sneakers already retail around 220, and when you're adding like what I'm assuming, judging by the photos, is like a premium leather upper, looks like it's well constructed. Like I feel like it's warranted, but it's a very niche audience.
Yeah.
But-
No, I've always wanted a pair of 450s, or the 4Ds.
4Ds,
But yeah,
I like them. I've only
they're
had
cool.
one pair, and I wore them way too much.
Really.
I don't know
Yeah, you
what
gotta
it
get a
is.
pair. Try them out.
Like it's a fascinating
photo.
shoe. It's not as
Whoever
cushiony
did
as
these
you think
photos,
it
by
would
the
be.
way, on the Adidas website, A+.
Bro,
Yeah, these are sweet.
Mm.
So, yeah,
you should pick them up.
golf season's coming to an end. That's the only problem.
There's no point now.
Yep.
All right, next on the list, some more Reebok. We got two on the
A
list.
lot
We
of
got the
for
Reebok
the week.
Club C Bulk. What?
Tell us what we're looking at.
I don't know if this is the colorway I was thinking of. These are already out, right?
Yeah.
I think this pair is. Yeah, so they announced like two new colorways in the bulks. I don't remember what they were. They weren't anything crazy, but just looking at the shoe all together, it looks like
This photo right here.
yeah, it's just an old school skate shoe, but it's a Club C that got zapped by like a array that makes it bigger. I don't even know how to like say that. Or it had like one too many
Stuffed
like
with
McDoubles. You
Yeah.
know? Like it's a big boy.
It's
Definitely
bulking.
not
It's
for me.
Club C that's bulking. That's
It's just like it looks like a pair of Etnies, old
Yep.
Etnies or DC shoes
Osiris's or DC.
Ah.
So
for $90.
$90. They look like the potatoes too. The van potatoes.
Yep. I don't know. It's a weird shoe. I never knew this
$90
existed.
for a skate shoe, though. Like if you're gonna actually skate them, it's a good
not bad.
shoe to run through.
It's not too bad. It's just wild looking. Not for me.
Not for
All
me.
right. Last on the list. I was confused by these at first, but I like kind of get it. So we have the Billionaire Boys Club and Clark's Wallabies. And these things, I mean, Billionaire Boys Club always does some crazy stuff, and they're just it's just like some regular Wallabies with what is on it. It's like flaming dollar signs and flaming diamonds all over it. So they're taking what is, traditionally like a more classy, I wouldn't say dressy shoe, but it is, I guess, a little more dressy shoe, and kind of just making it pop, I guess, is the best way to put it. I don't know. I don't really know. Billionaire Boys Club's crazy. Would you ever wear these?
Maybe the orange pair as a statement.
The orange pair is
piece.
kind of cool.
Yeah, probably not though. Yeah, I like the photos that they did with them and stuff, but not for me.
Yeah.
Not for me.
It's not my favorite. Hopefully next week there's going to be some crazier shoes, because there weren't many this week, man.
Nothing crazy.
Which makes me happy. Gives me hope for the sneaker world.
It was a good week though.
Yeah.
Be on the lookout for clips. So that's all I'm gonna say.
Bang them out.
Yep.
Yeah, that's all I got too. Thank you, everybody, for listening. Tune in next week into Charlie and my Instagrams for some fun clips. Yay. Woo, woo, woo.
Yeah.
All right. Peace out, guys.
All right, we'll see you guys. Thanks for listening.